Hey, welcome to the Daily Beard for April 11th, 2019. So today is a bit of a day, and pretty heavy down day, and with that, I'm going to do a heavy down topic. So, question of the week this week. I've asked for questions of the week. I again asked for questions of the week, so if you'd like to ask me a question, feel free to put it in the comments or hit me up on Twitter or Facebook, all that kind of stuff. If I'm not going to use it, I will answer the question. I just won't do it on here. So a bunch of people asked me movie-related questions, like what I thought of the Joker trailer, and I was like, that's fine. I don't really want to make a video about it. My friend Brian Lomax, who runs a YouTube channel called Brian Lomax Movie Talk, just like, boom, drops it right there. Right on my Twitter feed. And so here it is. So the question he asked me was, and if I'm correct, I think I'm correct in quoting it, is abortion okay under any circumstances, or is abortion wrong always, or is it okay under certain circumstances? To that effect. I would check my phone to know what is exactly what my phone's actually used is. My camera's on top of my phone because the way it's set up in the Jeep, I don't know. Don't worry about it. So I'm not going to give the exact wording, but he basically asked like what my opinion is on abortion and is it okay? And what circumstances is it okay? So I'm going to piss some people off probably here. Either way. So everything goes to my worldview, obviously, as a starting point. So I'm Christian, which means I believe we are made in the image of God, which means I believe we have inherent value because we're made in the image of God. That means I think all life pretty much is sacred and has value. So, like, saying that, okay, so abortion. And there's this whole thing, because I'm a man, what right do I have to talk about what a woman does with her body? And I know that's an argument, and I understand that's an argument. I disagree with that argument when it comes to taking a life. It's like saying you're not me, so you can't decide what I do. Well, if that's the case, abortion's wrong. There, I said it. I don't think it's right to kill babies in the womb. Now, where all that starts, it's funny because I've talked to several people, some which are my children, about this, because I was wondering what they thought, and I think it starts at conception. It really does. So it's like that. It may not look quite like a human, but it's a human the second it starts going. And so you shouldn't be killing it. Now, if it's in, here's the thing, and this is super, like, a topic that people hate or people are super passionate about. I'm not super passionate about it where I talk about it all the time by any stretch, but it's what I feel. So it's a human life. You shouldn't kill it because it's inconvenient. There, I said it. So when can you kill it? When is it okay to abort a baby? Is kind of the question. Number one, when the mother's life is in danger. If the mother's going to die because of it, such as the baby's forming in the fallopian tubes and all that kind of stuff, and they can't get it out of the fallopian tubes or however, you're saving a life. You're not trying to kill something because it's inconvenient. You're saving a life. And the big one is everyone talks about rape, and rape abortion. From what I understand, are not nearly as common as people like to throw them out there, but I'm sure they happen. There's a lot that goes on with that. If it's affecting the mother's health in a way that it's going to emotionally and psychologically scar her for the rest of her life, then yeah, it makes sense. If it's not, then it doesn't make sense. Because there have been many cases of women that have been raped that have carried the baby to term and either put it up for adoption or raised it and had a family. But a lot of that goes to the emotional well-being and psychological well-being of the mother. Again, mother's health. So mainly that's the case that I would make for it. Other than that, no, it's killing's supposed to be wrong. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. If you disagree with me, I'm okay with that. You have your right to your opinion. I have right to my opinion. I'd hope you wouldn't hate me because of that. I don't hate you because of that. Probably. I don't know you, or I might know you and you might be my friend and you might completely disagree with me, and that's still okay. But yeah, question of the day. Thanks, Brian, dropping that heavy one on me. But you know what? I said I would answer the questions. He gave me a good meaty question. So there you go. Feel free to ask me a question. Again, I will answer it regardless. If either on where you asked it, or I'll answer it here. So I'd like a question for next week. If you got a good one, drop it on me. Till then, thanks for watching. God bless.